everyone. Welcome to Wax Pack Wisdom, where we talk football through card breaks and the cards we love. My name is Jake T. O'Donnell. Today, we're opening this pack of 2022 Score. It is the week of the Super Bowl, the number of which is escaping me right now. It's the Chiefs versus the Niners. It's the Super Bowl nobody wanted, unless you were a fan of those teams. But it's this week. And this is going to probably be our last football pack for a while. I'm going to have to stock up, probably maybe around the time of the draft. We'll do some more, but this will be the last football pack for a bit. And so we're going out with a bang with a newer pack that has 22 cards in it. So there's a lot in here, and hopefully we're going to find some players who are currently who are going to be playing in this Super Bowl. Of course, that's Matthew Stafford on the front, who played in last year's Super Bowl. So let's open this Score pack up. Panini Score, which I believe lost the license to do football cards, but let's see who we get in this supersized football pack. All right. The first card is Frank Clark from the Chiefs. So there you go. There you go. The Chiefs in the Super Bowl. First card is Frank Clark of the Chiefs. So there you go. Second card is Chris Carson from the Seahawks, good running back. The next one is, so there are some historical cards in here, and the first one that we see of a historical card is Bo Jackson. I was not really expecting to pull a Bo Jackson card from this pack of cards. I think I've talked a little bit about Bo Jackson on this channel and elsewhere. Just his largesse, his legend. The 30 for 30 about Bo Jackson is really tremendous. Of course, a two-sport star. Played football at the University of Auburn. Didn't really play a lot of baseball. There was a snafu with the Buccaneers wanted to draft him first overall, and they took him on it was an illegal visit. There was a whole thing about it. And then he ends up playing baseball. He plays for the Royals. Goes to the NFL anyway. Al Davis takes him on, plays with the Raiders, and he's incredible in both sports. And he's a legend in the late 80s, early 90s. Unfortunately, injuries slowed his career, both football and baseball. But he was a tremendous, just like one of the most famous athletes ever, Bo Jackson in the late 80s, early 90s. Just like I said, a legendary figure. Here's actually another legendary figure in this pack, and that's Ed Reed, safety for the Ravens. One of the best defensive backs of his or really any era. Somebody that Bill Belichick, as a coach, could never really figure out how to stop him. And again, just a tough hitter, one of the toughest players in the league year in, year out, was always just everywhere, and just an incredible defensive football player and a big-time performer in big-time games. So that's Ed Reed. That's a great card. There's Rhamondre Stevenson with the Patriots. One of very few bright spots on the Patriots these last couple of years as a really kind of a franchise running back. We'll see what the future is for him and how he kind of fits in the offense going forward. There's Jaylen Hurts, quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. So, actually, I apologize. Matthew Stafford would have been the quarterback of the NFC champion and the Super Bowl champions the year before, because last year the Super Bowl was the Eagles and the Chiefs. Chiefs were victorious. Jaylen Hurts. Really having sort of I think has been unfairly maligned with some of the things that have happened there, but I think he is still a really good quarterback and just maybe needs some consistency in his offensive coaching set. There's Austin Hooper, a really good tight end with the Browns. Here's another past star, Clinton Portis, great running back with the University of Miami, and then ends up having a great career with the Redskins. A few other teams. He was with the Broncos as well, I believe. So that's a really good player. Alvin Kamara, one of the top running backs in the NFL at the moment. And again, yeah, we're talking about like sort of history here. I wasn't expecting historical. There's Peyton Manning. Just casually one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Not as good as Tom Brady, of course, but put up incredible numbers, regular season numbers, holds so many records. Obviously, can't take away from him, two-time Super Bowl champion. beat the Patriots in the 2006 AFC Championship game, which I don't like to talk about, but if you need a guy to make a throw, like Peyton Manning was pretty damn good at it. You could do a lot worse. First overall pick in the draft of the Colts, spent most of his career with the Colts, last few years with the Broncos, wins the Super Bowl with the Broncos. Kind of in spite of him that last year, walks out as a Super Bowl champion. And he has continued to stay in our lives because he's on Monday Night Football every week doing the Manning cast with Eli, who I also really don't want to talk about. So here is another great pass player, and that's Mike Alstott. Just like your classic fullback. Like this was when fullbacks were fullbacks. There was Mike Alstott. He was like the guy. He was the guy in terms of just being like what you would want out of a fullback, guy who could block, but then also the guy that you could give the ball to and get over the goal line in a goal line situation. And he was a great tandem in the backfield with Warwick Dunn during some really good years with the Buccaneers in the 90s. So there you go. There's Mike Alstott. Abram Smith, running back with the this is a rookie card for Abram Smith, running back with the Saints. I don't really know a lot about him. There's James Cook, very good running back. This is also a rookie card there. James Cook with the Bills, so I like getting that. Sky Moore, another rookie card. This is like the rookie card section. Again, guy with the Chiefs in the Super Bowl right now. He's a good one. There's Damon Pierce, who's a good running back with the Texans. The Texans had a very good season this year. All right. There's Desmond Ridder, quarterback. I wish I paid as much attention to some of the NFC teams. I don't know how much he has played, but they're going to have a new. They got a new coach there in Atlanta. Devontae Watt of another rookie card there. So with the Packers. We're getting into some interesting cards here. Some of the sort of I kind of flew through a lot of these, so. The rest of the cards are interesting, and there is a card with some real color at the back here, so we're going to see what that is. I don't know what that is yet. Here's like this is a thick card of Jaylen Waddle with the Dolphins, Rise Up number 10, and there's it's almost like kind of so it's a patch. There you go. It's a patch. I like that. So there you go. That's authentic memorabilia, not from a specific game or event, but yeah, there you go. That's nice that they put that in there. I like that. All right, here is a first ballot Hall of Famer card for John Elway, one of the best quarterbacks ever in the history of the NFL. Obviously a first ballot Hall of Famer, no question about it. One of the true greats in the history of the NFL, and certainly given the Mile High salute there. There you go. And you can see in Canton admitted 2 lies. First, he told the media he hadn't thought about the Hall of Fame. It's every player's dream. And then he said his career would be complete without a Super Bowl. It was a feeling like few others. We never forgot the feeling. And just so we never forgot the feeling. We did it twice. Yeah, right. So his last 2 years in the NFL, he wins the Super Bowl. He had sort of had the moniker of somebody who could never win the big one, could never get over the hump. He had lost to the Niners in the Super Bowl. Maybe he had lost to the Redskins too. They were always there, but they couldn't do it. They never had the defense. And then finally, he wins the Super Bowl. Not just his last year, but his last 2 years, and then walks away from the game. So good for him, and of course the first ballot Hall of Famer. Here is Isaiah Spiller from Texas A&M, potential. Yeah, so that's cool. A couple more cards here. DeMarcus Ware. Truly, this is a sack attack card. I love this card. This is neat. DeMarcus Ware is truly one of the best defensive players. Like it says here, one of the greatest defensive players of his generation, or really any generation. Just a great player for sure for all of his career, all of his big contributor on a lot of great Broncos teams, including Super Bowl winning teams. And then the color in the last card is this Isaiah Likely refractor rookie card. So that's a cool one. And there you see the helmet that they wear in practice now to try to cut down on the potential of concussion. So that's a nice card. I'm gonna, there's a lot of good cards in this that I could throw up at the end, but I'm gonna do Bo, because Bo knows. Bo knows football. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows Tecmo Bowl. Look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you probably do. And that's going to do it. So hope you enjoy the Super Bowl. I don't have a pick. I don't really care who wins. I just want football season to be over. It's almost baseball season. And we'll see what happens in the game. Hopefully the commercials aren't terrible. Hopefully the halftime show is good. And we'll see what happens. But that's going to do it for this edition of Wax Pack Wisdom. Tell us what you thought of this break. What's your favorite card we pulled today? Do you have a story about one of the players in this pack? Leave us a comment and let us know. We'd love to hear it. If you enjoyed this video, we invite you to give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our Wax Pack Wisdom content. In the video description, you can find links to where you can follow Wax Pack Wisdom on all social media channels. You'll also find a link to a list of our favorite nonprofits and charities. If you enjoyed this video, please consider a donation to one of those organizations. It would mean a lot to us. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Wax Pack Wisdom. Take care.